Hi, my name is Dan. I am one of the co-founders of DOP. I have been in Hong Kong for 10 years now, originally from the UK. Been a personal trainer for 11 years and have been running a creative agency for 6 years now.
My name is Mike. I'm the other co-founder of DOP, born in the UK but grew up in Hong Kong. I'm also in the personal training industry with a specialty in sports performance. DOP stands for dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone we experience from achieving a workout.
So for us, when we decided to begin this journey, we wanted to find a name that was very accurate in terms of the representation of how we would feel or how we wanted other people to feel. So DOP started in April of 2024, so that was about 4 months ago now. Mikey and I knew each other about 7 years ago.
7 years.
7 years ago now. So we both work in the personal training space. So we met through that industry, and I guess since from then we've been pretty close. And more recently, so we've been training a little bit together, which had naturally led to the creation of DOP.
I think it was more of a extension of our daily lifestyle, our habits. We wanted to create a platform for like-minded individuals to come aboard, share the same passion through exercise, health, achieving a certain goal.
Yeah, I think the key component is really just the extension of what we already are, right? So for us, training is a big aspect of our life, and it's a very structured part of our life where we can definitely see progression, and being able to translate that to the wider community and be able to offer that to people who want to come join our running groups or our training groups, and be able to provide that level of service and that level of detail to their training as well is important. And being able to really, at the end of the day, motivate and inspire those around us. I think, if anything, we see the progression from all the people that come, and that in turn motivates us to do what we do, right, at the end of the day.
And especially from our coaching background, right? All those years of trial and error, learning, and then it's finding what works best for us or what works well for others, and then just having the opportunity to help others. If it helps others, why not, right?
Yeah. I think what differentiates DOP to other brands is, our background in training is really a key thing here, because I think everything we do with intent. So even when it comes to the training sessions, there's structure and there's progression and there's intent behind everything that we do, which is a little different to how other groups run. I think the social component is always going to be a factor when you have a group of people, but I think because we prioritize the intent and the structure and the work ethic, that naturally brings in a certain crowd of people that want to work out, that want to work towards a goal and want to progress. And then that in itself lends into the bigger picture of how the community is and how the brand is perceived from outside looking in.
I mean, it could be, train with purpose, train with intention. It could be, anything from marathon training, prep, high rocks prep, high rocks training, or even just general health and health and fitness.
Yeah, just really enabling people to begin their journey wherever they are, because it doesn't really matter where you start. It's as long as you start. That's the most important thing.
I would say probably a little bit intimidating at first. Just because of the way we carry ourselves, our mindset, our drive, but again, it's easy to judge a book by its cover, but once people show up, once, twice, they understand what we're trying to do here, it's for them to improve, to get better, and they get comfortable, and then energy, contagious, just keeps snowballing into a positive effect.
Yeah, I think how we are perceived in the market is probably a little bit more on the hardcore and intense side, which is great because, to be honest, the sessions are hard. It's not really a place where you would go to just come chill. there is definitely that social component that happens before and after training sessions, but at the end of the day, we're here to do work. And if we're here to support you and support anyone that comes along the journey to achieving a specific goal, it requires work ethic at the end of the day. So I think that's where the perception of intensity comes from. But because of our coaching background, we've been coaching for over a decade now. So I think because of that, we're able to scale back and scale up exercises depending on the experience level of the people who join. So regardless if you are, a complete newbie, a complete rookie, or a very well-trained and well-experienced person, we can cater to both. I think it's really depending on how open you are in terms of your mindset and how far you want to push yourself as well, for us to be able to make those adjustments accordingly. For DOP, our goal is to build a brand that is an accurate representation of the person that attends the training or that wears the merch. And I think a lot of that is down to their perception of themselves and how they want to push themselves and how they want to work and how far they want to progress in their life. I think a lot of what we do is very physical. The training aspect of it is very physical, obviously. And with all the structure that we provide, it helps them get from point A to point B. But ultimately, it's really the things that you don't see outside of that. It's the mental gains that you get, the mental strength that you build that then translates into other aspects of their life. And that's ultimately what we want DOP to stand for is the relentless pursuit of progression, whether that's physical or mental.
And it's not just training, right?
No.
It's just like, it's also recovery, nutrition, lifestyle, that's all part of it as well. That's where all of our years of experience comes into play.
Yeah.
We can educate them along the way, along with the social aspects of things as well.
Yeah. And just building that like-minded group of community and building that like-minded group of people who want to come together and just push each other, towards the goals that they want to achieve, and creating that environment for them as well.